All right, I got an unusual question for you about the Bible. You got Rahab here mentioned in James chapter 2, and she's called Rahab the Harlot. Yes, it's an amazing story back in the book of Joshua chapter 2, and she's also part of the ancestry of Jesus, which makes it even cooler. But both times that she's mentioned in the New Testament, she's called Rahab the Harlot. I mean, it kind of makes you wonder, do we get to get away from our past life when people refer to us in the regular world? If you were a harlot, or let's say a prostitute, a hooker, and you came to Jesus, and afterwards you're called, Michelle the hooker, even after you're baptized? What? So anyway, or maybe you're Ricky the drug dealer, and then you get baptized, you're no longer Ricky the drug dealer, but people still call you Ricky the drug dealer. So that's one of the questions I'll have about the Bible. Some would say, oh, you're being skeptical. No, I'm not being skeptical. There's things in the Bible that I do not understand. And that's one of them. Why is she still called Rahab the harlot both times afterwards? I'm not mad at God about it. I'm like, why? But anyway, let's look at what the text actually means. It says, likewise also was not Rahab the harlot justified by works when she had received the messengers and had sent them out another way? So Rahab, she got the spies from Israel who were coming to spy out Jericho because they were going to tear it down because it was, part of their inheritance to come. And, Jericho was on the borders of the promised land. They had to conquer Jericho to get into the promised land. And likewise, we got to go through a Jericho experience, some fighting experience spiritually to get to the promised land. Also in Revelation, you got 7 trumpets that sound before Christ returns throughout history, okay? The 7 trumpets are. But they got to sound before we go to the heavenly promised land. But right here, we've got Rahab the harlot. She's referred to as the harlot, and she hid the spies because she believed in the God that she had heard about. She'd heard about Jehovah and believed in him by faith, and even though she was a harlot, even though she was a pagan, God justified her by what she did. Her faith was action. She hid the spies. Yeah, she lied about it. It's true. She didn't have all the truth, but she was living up to the light that she has. And that makes me think that people that are living up to the light that they have, maybe they have a separate standing with God if they haven't accepted Jesus as their Savior. I don't say that non-Christians can't be saved, but I also don't say that Jesus is not the way and the truth and the life, because he is in verity. But what if there's a Rahab out there? Is God justifying them? That means saving them while they respond to his Spirit. And why is she called